Hello, everyone. We are Group One, and the case we chose was the topic of the Claudine Gay, the previous president of the Harvard University. It was not a traditional integrity case since it was not raised by the plagiarism at first. Uh, so yeah, the incident began at a U.S. congressional hearing on December 5th in 2023, where the Claudine Gay, alongside several other top university presidents, were questioned about the surge in anti-Semitic rhetoric on campuses stemming from the Israel-Palestine conflict. When asked about whether the statements calling for the genocide of Jews violated the university policies, they offered the ambiguous response that is, depends on the context. This answer was widely criticized as invasive and lacking moral clarity, immediately sparking intense public backlash and strong dissatisfaction among the donors. So the Harvard did not disclose that it had conducted a plagiarism investigation into its president when she appeared before the Congress last week. They found something way more serious than the original news. The controversy surrounding the congressional hearings thrust Gay into the public spotlight and under intense scrutiny. That same December, the conservative activists and the media outlets began systematically publishing the allegations of plagiarism in her academic works. These accusations detailed instances of inadequate citation and wholesale copying of other texts in her doctoral dissertations and multiple published articles. And here are some examples of the
Okay,
informal
and
citations.
here we can see more example of her inappropriate citation of her publication. And as we can see, her publication in 1997, we can see most of the content is actually the copy of the peer publication, and there's no even a citation or even a quotation. And next.
All right.
So, with more attention being focused on this issue, the government gets into this investigation. Although the Harvard University's Board of Overseas initially expressed support for Gay as concerned, and she used multiple language in her academic publication were confirmed, and the U.S. Congress announced it would expand its investigation to examine Howard's academic integrity standards, and the federal inquiries turned the keys into the public accountability test. And for lawmakers, they demand the transparency and documentation on misconduct handling, and focus shifts from the plagiarism to elite institutions' credibility and independence. So, to set the precedent for rare direct federal involvement in the university academic reviews.
Next page.
Okay, once the government stepped in, a university identified began to shift from an independent academic institution into something more like a public institution accountable to the state. This shift comes with significant pressures. Universities are suddenly expected to demonstrate greater transparency, more rigorous internal mechanism, and also a clear position on major social issues. So as a result, the action of a university president are no longer limited to academic judgment. They become political events, interpreted and debated by the lawmakers, the media, and the public. University board must also consider not only academic values, but the political and social impact of every decision they make. So the situation also raises broader questions. How should universities and government work together without harming academic freedom? So university must build transparent and rigorous internal review systems. They must strengthen ethical training and ensure citation integrity. On the other hand, government oversight should be balanced. While accountability is necessary, except political intervention can undermine academic autonomy, which is the foundation of the higher education.
Yeah.
And I think that is all our team, our group information, and thank you for listening.